I think enough is enough.
But when is enough enough? We've all faced empty grocery store shelves and fears of not having enough. But also we might have a fear that somehow we ourselves are not enough. Are we enough to do our job well, or to be a good parent or friend?
I can't do this. I can't do this.
Are we enough to try something new, or to get enough likes on our post? Jesus' disciples knew both of these dilemmas, the fear of not having enough, the fear of not being enough. There's a story in the Bible when Jesus tells them to feed a crowd of more than 5,000 people.
This is way too many people.
There was a young boy there who had a basket with 5 loaves and 2 fish in it, and that was all they had. The disciples didn't think that could possibly be enough for everyone. But Jesus took those things as a gift, thanked God for them, and they became more than enough for everyone there. There were even leftovers to spare.
It's a miracle.
This story is an encouragement that even when things seem scarce, we can choose to put our faith and our trust in God, and we can give God all that we have. And in that process, God ends up providing an abundance for ourselves and for others, sometimes even more than we need. And when we have more, pumpkins, for example, than we can possibly use or sell, we can celebrate that and share it with others, with our community, in ways that increase the blessing.
We have events that we do here at the Pumpkin Patch that are a great joy. Movie nights and family fun nights. We have the preschools come and we do story time in the Pumpkin Patch, pumpkin decorating, pumpkin carving, buying pumpkins. And a lot of us were worried. We were nervous that we wouldn't have enough volunteers, that people wouldn't come.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
And I realized then that we do have enough, that God has provided, and we have enough.
Another wonderful example of sharing abundance come through in the form of the gardens, which are all around our church property.
I talked about maybe we could put a garden here. It's like impossible because there's an oak tree there and the church shadow comes right here, so it doesn't get enough sun.
It'll never work out.
It worked. We grew tomatoes, so we knew that it was enough. But then we started realizing that we could grow food for food pantries. And in the course of the season, it was about 300 pounds of vegetables. Well, that's quite a lot. Now we probably grow double that. You don't know what's going to happen. You try your best, and you see what develops. I think something opens up in all of us when we're able to give.
In our togetherness, there's an abundance. Trusting in God and offering what we have allows our focus to shift from a scarcity mentality, from not having enough, to noticing the good gifts that God has put all around us. It helps us shift our mindset from worrying about tomorrow to appreciating today and the people who are in our life. It allows us to shift our mindset from doubting ourselves to learning to trust that God has created us with the gifts and the capacities that we need to thrive. All that you are comes from God, and you are always enough for God's blessing. Whether you're the boy with a basket full of food or whether your pockets are empty, you are valued, you are treasured, you are deserving. Part of growing spiritually is learning to internalize a belief that we are enough. So as you go throughout the rest of your day, let that sink in, remind yourself of it, live from a place of believing that you are enough, and treat others knowing that they are enough as well.
Hey, wow, 50 likes.
And that is enough. Ooh, 52 likes.